Hey from Bali. It's rainy and stormy out today. And I got a chance to chat with some people, chat with my brother and my friend Todd, uh, and it was really something that came up today that I I wanted to share. You know that feeling when the worst part of life, kind of, when you feel sad or frustrated or angry, and you don't know what to do with that feeling. Like there's just nowhere to put that feeling, and you just want to feel better. So we developed these strategies pretty young in life about how to handle those situations or how to get ourselves out of that feeling of pain, anger, frustration, sadness, whatever it is. Mine for 21 years was bulimia. I sort of outgrew that one, healed from that one, and I've done pretty good job cycling things in my life, right? So like, I'll drink a little more for a week, and then I don't want to drink too much, so then I'll get into some kind of diet, and I'll hyper focus on a diet, and I don't want to be the crazy diet person, so then I'll hyper focus on working out, and I'll work out a real lot, or I'll start running again, and then whatever, I can't keep up whatever that behavior is, so I'll pick fights with Craig, and like it's like weaving in and out of these things, but all of those things, doesn't matter what it is, in the moment when I'm feeling I don't like what I'm feeling and I don't want to feel it anymore, I'll turn to TV. It's one of the biggest ones in America. And here's the thing. Every time something like that hits us, we turn to something that makes us feel better instantly. So we want like to instantly feel better. We don't feel that feeling anymore. And every time we do that, we completely screw ourselves, because if we're not willing to feel what it is we need to feel and feel our way through to the other side of it, we don't ever deal with it. So guess what happens? It happens again and 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 again. Then we start feeling like we're stuck in Groundhog Day. Life is just repeat. Life is mundane. Life is boring. Life is painful. We feel shortchanged. We feel like our pain is unseen and unheard. And it starts to beget a really shitty kind of life. And all of that comes from not being willing to feel what you're actually feeling in the moment and turning to those numbing things. So at one point in life, it was probably really great that we knew how to cope with feelings that were way too much for our little brains to deal with. But now we get to upgrade because we're badass adults and we're powerful and we're strong and we're able to outgrow our little baby behaviors that keep us stuck on Groundhog Day. So this is really just reminding us, because it's such a basic concept. And honestly, I have a mentor, and because I've invested in a mentor, I don't deal with that too much because I'm called out on that crap. And it's part of what I do as a coach, right? Like that stuff's not loud when you're coaching and you have someone else showing you, like pointing out that stuff for you. It's really helpful because you're able to like be like, oh, I didn't even realize I was doing that. And the survival stories that come with it, where like the justifications that we have for it, like it's hard for us to recognize that on our own. Having a coach is incredibly useful. But I realized today I don't deal with that too much anymore. Like when I was talking about it, I realized like, oh, I don't deal with that much anymore because I have a coach. But it's a significant part of life, and it would be really easy to slip right back into that crap. Like really easy, because who wants to feel pain? But if we really knew what we were doing in that moment, we wouldn't do it, right? Because what you're really doing in that moment is saying, yeah, I want to keep feeling this way over and over and over and over again for the rest of my life. There's an illusion that you're making it go away, but it doesn't go anywhere. It just keeps coming back, and that's true. It's true. So whatever it takes for you to be able to feel what you need to feel in that moment. How do I feel? What do I need to do about it? Do I need to have a tough conversation? Do I need to hire someone to help me understand why I'm turning to food? Do I need to put some boundaries up for myself and start keeping my own commitments? Like there's 100 things that could be done about it. But just remember that when you're choosing the thing to numb out, and when you're in that squeeze and it's coming at you and you're feeling it, if you don't let it be a squeeze and you instantly release it, it's just going to come back and come back and come back, and you'll never grow to the next level. We'll always have squeezes, right? Like we have like an expansion, we feel good, and then a contraction. And we're always going to have those squeezes. But if you let yourself feel what you need to feel, you'll keep having squeezes at a new level as you grow. If you don't let yourself feel what you need to feel, you're going to have the same squeeze in the same spot over and over and over and over and over until you feel like you're friggin' mental, or you're an alcoholic or a druggie or divorced and miserable and alone and eating cat food with your cats. Okay, I'm probably just kidding about that. Don't get freaked out. It's just a reminder, and one that I was happy to have. Like, I was really happy to have that reminder, and it made me feel really grateful that I've been able to see what life feels like not really doing that too much. Not perfectly, but it's not controlling me. It's not compulsive like it used to be. I'm just really grateful for that, and I wanted to share. Okay, love from Bali.